sleep. I wanna tell you something new. You drove us both into a wall. I drive away into the night, and I contemplate for a while. I wish you all the best I can, and I stop myself for a while. I'm saying things I don't believe. The panic's rising up in you. Won't you tell me something new? Don't you think for the people the best we fight back fast, down the lead sooner than this? Don't you think for the people the best we fight back fast, down the lead sooner than this? Don't you wish I would have been someone else? I wanna feel your gap without making a mess at you. Won't you tell me something new? I wanna tell you something new. You drove us both into a wall. I drive away into the night, and I contemplate for a while. Don't you think for the people the best we fight back fast, down the lead sooner than this? Don't you think for the people the best we fight back fast, down the lead sooner than this? Don't you wish I would have been someone else? I wanna feel your gap without making a mess at you. Won't you tell me something new? Wish you all the best I can, then I stop myself for a while.
Chase your tail light. I'll be under your skin, letting you go for a while. Then I'm taking you in. Your fists like diamonds, glimmer and punch. Shiny predator with a golden gun. Space age girl machine. Space age girl machine. Space age girl machine. Thought you lost me, but I'm right behind. I'm dirty and I'm fancy, and I'll make you blind. Your fists like diamonds, glimmer and punch. Shiny predator with a golden gun.
Check 1 2 1 2.
Space age girl machine. Space age girl machine. Space age girl machine. Space age girl machine.
For those of you out there that are hitting that like button, I'm
Thank you very much.
Rock and roll. I like it when the market's green, don't you? Doesn't make you feel better. Unless you're going short, you probably think it sucks right now. But for those of us just being down here trying to build up some positions and stuff, it's kind of cool. See a little green day. Hope you have the time of your life. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Late Night Crypto with Road Dog. If in case you just wondered what the hell did I just stumble onto, well, it's a late night adventure here in crypto. What we like to do, allow me to introduce myself. I am a full-time crypto trader. That's basically it. Just don't work for the man anymore. Kind of do this full-time now, and we just try to look at the market and see if we can help some more people get to that full-time status where you don't have to work for the man. You don't have to be in this crazy world where the dollar is going all to Hades. It is. This is the chance, one of the few chances that we have in our lives to really make that life-changing wealth. So many people before us have made and laid down the groundworks, and we're just putting it in the play, making it happen, and just showing you you're still early. I'm looking at Bitcoin here on the daily chart, and we got our bullish cross. Actually, a couple of days ago was confirmed, but now getting stronger here on the MACD. That's a good sign. My only warning is that, here on the 2-wiki, we're just getting started. So let's not get too bullish too soon. My MACD here says it's really going to be choppy for, the next few weeks. So let's not get too carried away with these pumps, but let's take advantage of them all the way. Another caution here is on the monthly MACD, which is she's showing some signs of being bearish. Now, she can snap out of it, right? We can snap her out of it. If enough bullish momentum comes in, we can snap her out and just flip this right back around, flip that frown upside down. Life would be good, but we got to start seeing some improvements here, especially noticeably on this one, on the 2-week. And we're kicking it off with a little bit on the daily, but still even the 1 week over here, MACD. We're looking at some of these indicators here that give us a heads up. Well, we're not out of the fire just yet. There's still some danger signs, some cautionary tales to be told here. We're still below the 9-moving average on the weekly, and we need to get back above that. That's coming in about 61,500-ish. We're sitting just about $1,000 below that at the moment. There's potential. We sneak back over here to the daily, and we have reclaimed not just the non-moving average, but also the 21, which is bearishly above the 9. We still got work to do, folks. We just came back up here and tapped out this 618 Fibonacci area. That's this yellow line here, about 60,700-ish. Now, we can look at market cipher, some of these indicators. Stochastic is kind of buried up here at the top. At the 100% level is just as far as she can go. She is officially kind of hot. It's a little steamy right there on her. Indicators are getting up there just a little bit on the stochastics anyway, right? But you do got that good coveted green dot. Now, if you use this market cipher or VMC, whichever the free version, on the bigger time frames, you don't get as much noise in your signals. Your signals are a little bit more solid. And then that's nice to see that on the daily. We got some other good signs. Looking like the next few days might be kind of good. Ichimoku Cloud suggested maybe 61,781. Might be hit. We got a few other areas up here. Might be revisited. This is 62,700-ish. Got the 200 moving average on the daily coming up in that area as well. Kind of bring him back into the picture. We could see this. We could see this. We could see us range. And it could be profitable. These could be some areas to maybe consider setting up some shorts. There'll be a lot of resistance up in these areas. We have to evaluate that at the time. But as long as our moving averages are flipped bearishly into the downside, that could be a nice play there. But until then, it looks like price just wants to zigzag us up a little bit, and we can range all through here for a while, just to be honest with you. If I had to guess from what I'm seeing on the bigger indicators, that's probably what we'll do. That's what I'm kind of riding with, which I'm saying is that's okay, because that's a lot better than dropping down. unless you got a good plan to just snag you up some Bitcoin when she is down, I wouldn't blame you, but not everybody has that luxury to plan ahead. I think I am more ready for it than not. In case it does happen, we can find a way to just make that turn to our favor there. But why go through that pain if we don't have to, when number can just go up and we can just start making our gains now? Well, this little chart here just looks a little convoluted, and I would just like to clear this off, and let's take a look and see what we can figure out here on the daily for Bitcoin's going to be doing. So we got to bounce off this 360 moving average down here, and we haven't been back down there as surprising as it was. Now, I was looking for the chance we got rejected at the 200 daily moving average. No bueno, right? That we can come down, and we can still do this. It is still too early to rule this out, but come down and retest these areas again. 48, 52, 54. There's several different nice little areas that can be retested, but as long as we're going to be bullish and start getting above that 9 moving average, that little bitty green line right there, well, there's no need to look at that silliness at the moment. We got to lose that sucker before we look at those ideas, so it's kind of nice. What bullishly could be happening here? Well, the price continues on up to these areas, 61.2. Maybe we get up here to 62.7, where these moving averages are. If that little green non-moving average can cross over that 21, then we may stick around here kind of elevated for a little while. That would be nice. That would mean that this newly established trend line, which is kind of lackluster, I'm just going to say I'm not sold on it just yet, that may hold. I just want to draw your attention to this 100 moving average over here, which if price does not get bullish and break through all these wiki areas where there's lots of sell pressure and we can get past that, then eventually that 100 moving average is on a possible trajectory to cross bearishly over this 200, and that would be flipping our ribbon, so to speak. You're going to toss a salad, flip a ribbon, and then that's a little bit of a bearish sign, and the Ichimoku cloud says, I see what you're talking about. This is not what I want to see out of Ichimoku cloud over here. This is kind of, maybe I could rock your world either way, hard, fast, and she's not giving me a clear sign. What I'd like to see for the cloud is a nice, big, thick red cloud right here that we're going into that's going to spit us out on the other side. We don't have that. We got the green rejection cloud there. We got a little pocket here. Maybe we can pop through for a little bit, but these are just some things I'm seeing on the charts there. I'm looking at this guy right here on the daily. I'm seeing this bottom and this bottom right here and how it's slanted down. And then I'm going to come over here and I'm going to look at this RSI real quick. And I'm going to note how there's kind of slanted up. Now I'm taking that as a good sign. That's a nice sign that this could be the little reversal area. This is the regular bullish divergence, which I would look for to be a good sign of a possible reversal coming here. Could this have been our bottom? This have been the Wyckoff spring and all these other ideas? It still can be. We could still be bullish. My whole thing for these past few weeks is bullish overall, especially major, but you got to be cautious because they can still rock your world, take you down to a lower low or retest this low. And if you're not ready for it, you're going to be like, oh my God. You could be one of the liquidated ones. And we don't want to do that. This is the Road Dog channel. Try to look out for weekly road dogs. We ride with you. Try to keep you out of trouble. And that's what I got. I see a nice healthy range until this line is broken. Come down and check out the 4 hour and it looks strong. Kung Fu looks strong. She's doing good things. She's making me feel tingly. This may have a happy ending today. If I draw a line from this top wick over here to that candle body to that candle body, we are essentially in a 4 hour possible breakout. Duh. However, if I connect this over here to the top of that wick and it comes to this wick, you get a little dose of reality saying, hey man, we ain't quite made it there yet, so don't catch your horses too fast. What we need to do is get a nice 4 hour candle opening above here, and we got about 2 hours left to determine that. A lot can happen in between there. So we're not out of the woods yet, but it is nice to see her out and running about. This is a little close up here on Bitcoin on the 1 hour. And now we see we got some other moving averages up here that I like to play with. One of them most notably is Miss Lucy over here. She's that little devil girl that when price gets up there, she just likes to take it and slam it down and pop all your balloons, pop all your dreams. So we do have some signs there to look for. I'm going to drag out this little guy, this little fixed volume range indicator, and I want to pull her down here. Also suggesting that the top of this range is coming right up there with Miss Lucy. I think that's a good little area to kind of mark there. 61,688 is the number I'm getting. That we could probably have some fierce rejection. However, what I usually see play out, if there's a 800 moving average right above it, I would not rule that little guy out either, because they got the wick up there and touch that. So we're still looking at our 62,005 area, which, if you followed me last week, that's also around the area of the top over here. And these are the areas we got to actually, prices got to get above. Now, I don't know if we're quite ready to make that run up there and tackle this area over here just yet. If so, we start seeing things and we get a bounce and we can hold over 62.8, start looking at 63,000. Well, then we got a good chance that, well, we're recovering from all this mess and we can just start looking forward and say, hey, man, nice little spring there. Let's see how far up we can go. But until we get there, we are in rollover territory, ladies and gentlemen, and we got to be cautious. I've taken this advantage, these opportunities that we've had on these roll-ups to de-risk myself. I've got my portfolio. I'm very pleased with it right now. I'm very pleased with it, and especially now that things are popping off just a little bit. And of course, I've got some leverage on that, so that's very important for me to do. If you're playing spot, that's a totally different game. You don't have those added risk and added fears in any kind of liquidation levels. But some of us get impatient and we have to try to do leverage as they call it, across the pond. I'm not a fan of that idea there. I do like this little guy for the local line. So 62.5, yes, babies. Is there any other little things that we can look at for y'all? Well, I always fib it out, baby. What else is giving us a little confidence in this little zone? What could it be? The 618 Fibonacci area here at $62,011 on this particular Coinbase chart. I dare say yes. I dare say yay. Three little piggies sitting on the fence. I don't know what to say next. If I had to look for a higher target, I would look for 65.5. That would be great. We come up there, we could celebrate. I would say, hey man, we don't look in this bearish off there. Oh, now we made a higher high. We broke a 618 area. We conquered the devil. We're looking good. It's to the angels from here, but that's not played out just yet. If we get that scenario, your dog will be very pleased. That's what most of the market be pleased. And you'll start seeing them bullish thumbnails calling that. Well, some of them already out there calling that for $40,000, $70,000. Well, I seen a bull flag over here calling for $70,000 a few days ago, and that ain't quite work. I seen several of them bull flags come out calling for $70,000 and didn't work out. I don't know. Eventually, well, even a broken clock is right twice a day, right? Shout out to everybody hanging out here with me. I appreciate each and every one of you. Today has been it's been a day. For me, it's been a wild week, but yet I'm here, I'm alive, I'm breathing, I'm healthy. Shout out to Joe from Trade Intuition, who's here first. We got Sam Webb, Brack's Adventures. Sam says, I hope you feel better. I am finally kicking over that little bug. It got to me last night. We've had quite an adventure here lately. Nothing major, but just lots of little annoyances that, I don't know, just kind of happened in life. Joe says, Mike is good. Sam was waving, pretending he's That painting, the scream. Ha. How's it going, everybody? And there's Strega. Time is happy. You know, we not looked at time in a while, and I've still got that. This is chronotech.time. She's another slow poker. Keep waiting for this one to make me did you get down low here? Oh man. You know, I have not even played this one in a while. How far did you get down this time? She was hanging around, we got her around 20, and then she went on a spree up to 44, and now she's down here. This one is a low, well, you know what? Let's take a minute. This one may be something that you guys might find some value in. Some of you might say, hell no, I don't want to take that. I can learn my lesson on QNT because, well, I gotta say there could be some similarities there in how they act, but this is Chronotech. Chronotech. Oh my God, are you not on here? You're not helping me out here. TIME. We'll just go with this one. Is this? Are you that? You are not the one. All right. Well, look at it really quickly here on chronotech.time. It's number 901. She's at $17 right now. Tiny market cap, man. So this is like a degen play that, you know, we're kind of a degen channel. Welcome, degens. I just say you got to kind of corral your little degen and kind of lock him in a room with a small account, and then you let him have his way, go crazy or whatever. But if you let him out and sneak out and try to go to the bathroom every time he cries about it and says he's hungry and all that, he's going to pull a fast one on you, and he's going to drag you in and have you thrown in all these other coins and all this other stuff. That's what mine does to me. So I got to kind of keep him chained up against the wall there a little bit. But yeah, I let him run, run around and play and stuff. He likes this one. It's $12 million market cap, which if that 10x takes it $170. It's done it before. It has got a total supply of 710 million and a maximum supply, the same. Circulating supply is also the same, so all the coins are already out there. This is an HR play blockchain. It sounds actually like it's right, got a decent use case and things. Was one of the reasons why we were in it, or that I liked it. But on live exchanges there, I was trying to find the all-time highest. January 11th of 2022, 3 years ago, its all-time high was $550. Imagine that from where we are, from $14, $17, $20, where it likes to hang out. And with the recent history hitting 44, I think she's got some promise to do a few things. So I'm going to take a look at this one and see where she's doing. We got now we bouncing off that one. You went past that. Naughty time. That was naughty. You should never go past your 886. Let me slap your hand. Put that out. Oh, bad coin. Trying to draw a trend line right here. Or I call these trend lines. Technically, they're not trend lines. Zero support lines. And so I got some bad habits. Well, some dead rabbits. All right, so possibly this could be our bottom. We're going to assume it for our purposes here. Reserve the rights to come back and change it if the information changes. But until then, that's all we got. And the way it's lining up with my fib, I agree. I think it's a good chance that is our bottom, which means that the next target would be $21 here. So for anyone wanting to take a risk on this coin, because she can be a slow poke, let me tell you. But right now, it looks like she kind of $17. She could be getting a nice little 20 to 23% gain move up there, with the possibility to come up for a 50% gain. She gets back to $25. These appear to be the most interesting areas I would put for a target for a Chronotech. Mine is sitting on the wallet, so I don't have her where I would trade her, but all that can definitely change. So those are the three local targets. If you're looking for a little bit of a longer range target to kind of shoot for, yeah. $48 is your guy right there. That may take 6 months. Well, how long did it take you from here? from these little bottomy areas to get over here. Well, that just took 130 days, so you got a couple of months to wait. Might be something there, may not. At least you can come up to these areas, make some gains. So time looking at, I like them on the bottom. So to me, this looks like an interesting place to start looking at it. 4 hour time frame, you know, I mean, she's still technically bearish now. Don't get it twisted. You would be taking on that risk unless you wanted to wait for some kind of confirmation, which is what a lot of the smart traders do. They wait for some confirmation, some kind of retest, of a level, getting past our level. Because I can tell you right now, this area about 19, right under 20 is going to be a little bit of a headache there. And that's before we get up to our $21 target. But they're looking kind of cool. Another one that's kind of cool is Aave. Yeah. Aave been making me happy. Coming up and, well, what? Did she nail it? I'm going to say we nailed it, not just once, but twice. It didn't nail it perfectly. You can't be perfect. You can, but it's, be happy with these zones, man. These are areas that, Fibonacci areas that there should be a reaction with price. There should be a rejection going on there, which it is. Just like there was here. When she got past that one, she might be working on getting past this one. Ooh, baby. She wants to bad. Look at her right there. She's just like, I want to keep going. I'm not ready to stop just yet. I want to go to 135. So I got Aave target at 135, which looks like it could happen since we just kind of made this new trend line right here. So what you gonna do? But it's also helpful to remember where you come from, to know where you're, if you're trying to see, if you're going to see where you're going to go, you got to see where you've been, right? So we got to take into consideration of these candle bodies down here, and that does kind of look like we're in some kind of rising, broadening kind of channel formation. Break to the upside of it, well, it gets bullish as all get out, but we are in top areas, and you can see with the trend line, there's some resistance there too, so. Looking at your smaller time frame, that 1 hour does look good, nice and juicy. Now I like the moving averages here. They're lining up really nice, really nice, really nice. Getting strong, yeah. I don't know if this is the best time frame to watch, but that trend line definitely is for Aave. Woo, baby, look at you go on the 15. You ready to rock and roll? Go, girl. Aave, make daddy happy. Another one's kind of popping off tonight is Tau Bit Tensor. This is on Bitcoin. Look, nailed it. Let's check her out against Tether right here. I got to zooms out. Zoom. Get your zooms on. So we did a swing low. Tighten her up. To swing high, tell me where I need to buy. She bounced off the 382, and if she pulls that off, and she could be right now, that leads to a hellaciously strong ass move, ladies and gentlemen. That could be something very interesting, in my personal opinion. Well, I do see 346. She's at 300 right now. That's kind of cool. Let me zoom out. There should be another target up here. And let's look at the formation we got here. That's a nice looking, it's a wild looking W, but she is still a W. And right here, that little target that we got is perfectly the support resistance flip area right here, right on top of it. Do you see that? Do you see it? Can you smell it? Breathe it in. This is the things that riches are made of. Little candle bodies over here. That was the support, and they line up perfectly right there with the little Fibonacci we just pulled, and we nailed it there, and I expect Bryce will probably nail it there. Because the way it works, Bryce has got to go up there and figure out if it's going to get rejected. She could flag out under here, or maybe she breaks through. If she does, we got a measure move that we can pull, and it suggests that we could actually, if we break through that area, come back up, retest these little top areas, this other little support resistance flip area right there. That'd be $504, and of course that would make my towel bags happy. Win Lambo. Win Ferrari. Win concubine. No breakout for you just yet. You got your work to do for you, Tal. But I like the way that you're thinking here on the daily. And let's see what you're doing on this 1 hour. You're testing that 200 moving average, trying to get above it, and you got a trend line there. You got loosely sitting up there. You got so much stacked against you, but you got the hope and the dream to go retest that area at 346. I'd say go do it, baby. Live your dreams. Check out on you guys, see what's going on. We got Rising Sun. How's it going? Sam says, I appreciate your jog. Thanks for being here, man. Thank you, Sam, for being here. I wouldn't have a show without you guys. That's the way it always is. It's no fun when you come over here and talk to yourself all the time. I used to do that. I felt crazy for doing it. Look crazy for doing it too. I think I am crazy, but anyway, with a crazy face like this. I'm being a rocker tonight. Dog Stanley in the house. Yeah. Sometimes I feel like the other filter I use is just a little too scary for people. Maybe that's one reason why the channel doesn't grow. Maybe it's just the content. I don't know. But sometimes I think the glowing eyeballs just kind of freaking a little people out. I like it though. So we just mix it up a little bit. Another one that's doing really good today is Stacks. Here on the 4 hour, she's up to 151 now. She's making some higher highs from this one over here, this little lackluster place there before she dropped, and not quite a higher high over here, but that's what we got to shoot for. We need to get her past about 160. This is interesting. We had a bullish cross, and then this is, are you trying to be a bearish cross? This is 200 trying to bearish across the 360, so I don't know, but anyway, we can still get a pump up to these areas about 162. I would probably look at that here on the 4 hour moving averages. They're still bearish. They're flipped the wrong way, in other words. So even though we're getting a nice little increase in price right now for some of these altcoins and even on Bitcoin, it doesn't mean that she's still got some work to do if it's going to last. We'll put it that way. So I'm personally being cautious, but I'm taking advantage of every pump that I've got. What I've already went through, I believe on previous streams before, is, you know, basically this, I got a Fibonacci pulled, and at these main fibs that I've got, so I've got two here, so it will look confusing. I've got my limit orders set, some of them pyramided, some of them just equally, you know, spaced out, taking profits, rolling that in. This is for spot margin, but it also works for spot, and you can accumulate that way too. It just takes a little longer. Nothing at all wrong with that, and sometimes that works out even better, to be honest with you. We got a little bit of something there for a trend line, so breaking below this area 139 would not be cool under any circumstances, and so I'd recommend have a stop loss and or a possible short idea going on there. But until that happens, no reason to look at it. We still got some good little areas. Again, I'm going to say 162 is going to be a place, but there's also the 618 Fibonacci area coming up at 167, and Lucy's kind of pointing out that, you know, she might let things get up to around 180 to 183 before I'm wanting to slap things down a little harder, a little faster. You know, a nice little rounding shape going on here if you kind of look over here and zoom out a little bit. So, you know, and that can take a while to play out with some ups and downs. So we got those ideas going on with Stacks, but Stacks looking like she can make some gains here. If you're looking at this little guy as a breakout, which is how I would throw a trend line on it. However you want to throw that trend line. If you do it this way, then look, you're not quite there yet. You follow the most local thing that we had right there, and you know that's what I would look at if I'm trying to get in. We get above non-moving average, break a trend line. I'm like, no, okay, we can put some money in on that. Up 3%, the possibility going up to 10, up to 24%. And that's just spot without leverage. Stacks is a good one to have. Take a look at Caspo really quickly here. She's at 16.4. She hasn't quite got the memo, but you know what? She came all the way down, talked to Lucy, 15.5, and I had cleared out my orders. I didn't catch any of that on my. I'm pretty sure that I did not. However, if she does again, I'm set for her. Sometimes I go back and redo all my limit orders and things like that. I think I was doing that one with Caspus and happened to miss that. Anyway, she's coming back up to an area to possibly retest this area, but right under 17 cents, and she may roll over again and go sideways a little bit. But she's having a little tough time. She's going to be ranging for a little while. But that's good. That's better than going down. But she does have some nice support here on the 4 hour, 800, 600. 200 moving average is coming in about 17.4. We got a 618 Fibonacci target at 17.6 cents, but she's got obstacles in her way to getting there, so she's got to fight through them. And that could look, you know, strong candle here, but then we kind of get choppy and then maybe eventually hit it, something along those ideas. That would be nice. Very nice. KDA Cadena, the Caspa killer, some say. Still looking for her to come up here and get past this area about 50 cents there. Come on, you can do something for me. I'm really still looking for this area over here about 59, 60 cents. Could this be an Adam and Eve double bottom? You can call it whatever you want to. If it is, she may not even be through playing out. A lot of times these are bigger patterns, what people kind of mention when they first see them. They mention them here, oh, look at this Adam and Eve, and then you kind of, this Adam and Eve. That, you know, we could have something like that happen. Don't get it twisted. I think a lot of us pattern traders, or at least those of us on YouTube, got away from the real teachings, and we call out possibilities. Possibilities, right? We don't say they're confirmed until they confirm, and so these are possible patterns. And a lot of people, oh look, it's a shoulder, head and shoulder, and there's not even a shoulder anywhere yet. There's not even the rest of there's not even a handle for a, you know, we just sometimes I see is jumping out there. And the reason that we say possible is, well, one, because you don't know. And you wait for confirmations. So a confirmation on this little guy would be if she got above these areas, then we could look at it as some form of double bottom where it's an Adam and Eve or not, and take a measure move, which is really just the width of this channel here from there to here, and pops us up to our next level here about 64, 65 cents. But until she confirms, it's just a possible idea that might play out. And we got a very possible breakout right here of, look at this possible pattern. You could actually say this one's kind of confirmed. This is what I would go for a local pattern anyway. Now, ideally, the thing is to zoom out and just see what you got bigger picture wise. But if you're stuck in on the smaller stuff and want to try to guess the local patterns, you can do that. I mean, they'll work to an extent. Same kind of idea, taking the width of this channel idea, put it right there, and it gets us back up to these areas. So we got that idea too. That's just about 62 cents. This is a bullish pattern, 70% chance that it does break to the upside. Could come up all the way up here to 73 cents. We like that. However, the way I like to do this is just kind of zoom out, because that's when you get your best information, is when you zoom out, in my personal opinion. And KDA is probably one that needs a lot of zooming outs and lots of helpings. It's a bigger ass double bottom, if I must say so myself, that we actually made a lower low on, but now we're bouncing back from. That's something to consider there. Pattern wise, trend line wise, I mean, I wouldn't really worry about it here. When I zoom out, we're rounding out here, and it'll probably take her a little while to figure out what she's going to do with her life. She's at that crucial young age, and she just don't know if she wants to be a doctor or a stripper. Both of them make some pretty good money. She might even try to do them both. Who knows? In a channel, if I had to say, and again, we got that whole channel mentality idea with the measure move, with a possible breakout wherever that may occur, still suggesting these areas about 82 cents on this one. I see some conflicts with their moving averages, so I'm running with this idea as my overall, because I find that if you're a TA that you do on the bigger time frames, it usually trumps the TA that you do on the smaller time frames. I try not to say that too loud. I don't want them daytime grifters out there to figure that out and start being more accurate or anything. So we just let it be our little secret, okay? If I pull my Fibonacci from the swing high to the swing low, I see I've got a 236 Fibonacci area coming here, which is beautifully demarcated. I mean, that little line's right there. So any lines up really good. That's 75 cents, man. 75% Cadena. If we don't get past it, we got to get past that. That's just mandatory. We got to get past that. That's the main first target. If I had to put a first target for Cadena to hit and a little area, a goal, if you will, for her to get past, pass or fail. You get past it, we can talk. You fail, then I'm considering just saying, screw you, Cadena. I'm going to leave it a bigger pass or horses or something for a while. You're too much of an opportunity cost. I'm speaking out loud out of frustration right now, but I may or may not be heavily medicated. I'm not. I'm looking at 140. If you want the real target deal I'm really looking for. That's a 618 Fibonacci area up here that'll probably take months and months before I ever see that little guy hit there, but if she does, then I can take just a little bit more profit. 167. Can you get on the radar there, baby? Those are some big dreams there. If we break out, we could get up to 63%, just getting that small target that we're looking at, 50% gains to the 75 cent area. For that $1.39, it's 183% gains. That 168 is about 237% gains, and that's for somebody that's got a lot of patience and stupidity to stay in Cadena for that long, like me. We got to take a look at Sui, or Sui, as it is often called here. We gotta. Chinese word for water. Sui. They got a nest there, but that's the miso in Japanese. That's the symbol. All right, sweet, what we got going on, baby? I got a swing low to swing high. Tell me where I need to buy. Your bounce off of 0.5, which is a valid point for you to bounce off of, and it gives us some interesting targets here. If I do another swing high to swing low. Oh, am I doing against Bitcoin? I'm doing this against Bitcoin. This is what Sweet looks like against Bitcoin. I got their own chart up here, but it's interesting to have up here. Looks like she could still gain against Bitcoin. From where we are now, the target I got would give us about another 33% gain against Bitcoin. Let's check it out against the dollar here. On the right chart that I was going to look at. And here we go. We already got our targets laid out and everything. Got Ethereum coming back up to this 112 area. We got a measure move idea taking us up to 126. Looks like she's also probably got a 0.5 fib retracement here too. Yetham Lottie. And boom, yeah, we've already got her nailed right there. 126 for this move. That's what I'm looking for at a Sui. I haven't tied this little guy, put him on the candle bodies. That didn't make a dang bit of difference. You suck. Okay, well, that is what it is. If I had to look at it in a more local term, I see this kind of channel idea with a retest, and I like that. And that's actually valid because I can do this little guy. And there's our channel. And doing that little idea, let's just take a measure move. Also from here, swing high to swing low there. Also giving us a nice little target here. That's 126. I would say that area is probably gonna nail it if I had to guess, just the way I see these things work out. You got a big green dot happening here on Market Cipher saying, let's give you the go ahead. Stochastics headed to the upside. Sweet is looking hot on the daily. She's at an area of resistance on the 4 hour, meaning, hey, you might find her at a better price here soon if you get lucky. If we get a chance to, you might get a little bit of a pullback. Doubtful to see 85 could happen. More likely to see somewhere around 87, 88 cents there. Sweet. XRP. Also moving up right now, 60 cents, baby. Our bags are pumping. Are you guys happy about that? Does it feel good to see a little pump instead of all the dumps that we've seen lately? Making me feel better. Unless you're trying to short it, I don't know. A lot of people, I've seen some of the morning grifters trying to short the bottoms and everything. I mean, you know, anybody asked them about it, they mentioned that they've been doing it many years. And then it turned right around and they went long. So, you know, they're right either way. I saw another one today. This is crazy. They had lines. Well, I said it was going to do this, guys. I also said it was going to do this. I gave 3 ways that it could go. And I'm like, yeah, you said it could go up, down, or sideways. Well, congratulations, fortune teller. You nailed it. I don't know. There seems to be, you have to have a name. Oh, this is the person who knows what's going to happen. This is you got to believe me, fellas. I know what I'm talking about. And then, you know, and then you finally get people, all right. And then they're wrong. And you're like, oh, I don't know what happened. Yeah, well, tough titty. The money's gone now, buddy. You can't. YouTube is a funny place, man. You will be influenced by whoever you watch. You just will be. It's just how it comes over. I mean, even me going over some things could have an influence. If I say something like, oh, look, it looks like it's going to get rejected here and come down. And somebody could take that and, oh my God, or maybe I should sell. And I'm like, no. But it's easy to, I don't know, people hear what they want to hear, and then you got some people saying anything that people do want to hear. So it gets kind of wild out here with YouTube. Most of the people I see are pretty good and pretty straight up. I'll give a shout out to Charlie and Crypto. Another one I saw, he went live the other day. That was cool. Oh, and I meant to give him a shout out. Guys, if you are a true degen, you're going to appreciate what he was showing out. This dude, man, come on now. I got to do this. I said I was going to do this. Listen with my YouTube buds, Charting Crypto. Never met him. Wow, look, man, he's up to 30,000 subscribers now. Cool. He did a live stream, and man, he's been really diving into the Solana ecosystem and stuff, and he's been following some certain wallets and stuff, and it's not what I do, but it's fascinating. If I wasn't busy with everything, I would probably be right in on doing some of that stuff too. A unique way that he's looking at doing some of these plays, and he just kind of broke it down a little bit. Oh, and he did some videos today too. Cool. Look at that. I saw him on the live stream. Yeah, this wallet hunting / gambling stream from yesterday. 169 views. Yeah, you might want to check that out, especially if you're into the meme plays and things like that, and Solana ecosystem. Alpha. Degen, straight Degen Alpha. Charting Crypto, give him a shout out. He's got a new addition to his family too. Congratulations, my man. All right, so XRP, can you hit up 72 cents? You got to break out some trend lines and some resistance here. So it's just looking nice. Looking like you might have a chance here. Just got a chance. On top of XRP, we got Whiff, Dog Whiff hat. Looking kind of sad on the 3-day chart. What's up with you, Dog Whiff hat? What's got you down, baby? You below the non-moving average on the 3-day? What's wrong? Oh, I thought you had a... This is not the one I'm looking. This is Wi-Fi map. This is not Whiff. This is Wi-Fi. Got the wrong one. Dog with hat right here. I thought you had a green candle today. You got the sign here. Just got the old green dot on market cipher saying, hey, baby, we could go up. But I'm going to give you a little warning here with the stochastics. They haven't really bottomed out. And that means that we could be playing red light, green light. And it could be up and down and a little bit of sideways. She is not quite ready to just go all in, but it depends on your risk tolerance. If you're kind of front running the bottom, well, then you'd be a little bit dear to my heart. It doesn't mean it's the smartest move to play, though. However, taking a clue on the 4 hour as a little bit of a front running idea here, then maybe we can talk about it. Would I, could I, should I? Maybe I will. I don't know. I've got some log with hat. Should I add to it? We're sitting here at 145. Didn't quite touch down on a 7860. We're hanging around the 6180. We can hold that. We're above the non-moving average now. Finally cleared that. That would be the first sign I'm looking for that might entice me to start nibbling at it. She's still got to break out. Could be happening. Could be happening. Or she could be making a big ass possible Adam and Eve double bottom over here, and it could take a little while. We got the dingle dangle, and then we got the roundy part. That roundy part can round out for a while. Also, we got these little areas that we got to flip over, support resistance flips, which may be what she's trying to work on now. So if you can see her get above 150, maybe a safer entry than if you dive in now and watch her go back to 75 cents or something crazy like that. But it's all on your risk tolerance, my man. That's all on that risk tolerance. To me, she bounced very nicely when you zoom out and look at the much bigger picture here. She bounced really nice off that 786 area. Considering that idea, my main targets for whiff should I be in right now is going to be at this 236 fib area, which also corresponds with our 4-hour 200 moving average. Says, baby, she got to do that. We can at least come up and tap that 170, 197, 198 area. I don't know if she'll get past it the first time or not. It may take her 2 or 3 times. There's a nice little range possibility to do there, right? You got 35% up, and I don't know what you would have down. She'd come down about halfway or something, 20%, then maybe work her way back up. And a little range thing you can play in and out and build a bag on if you want to do that idea. 257 looks kind of interesting, but 343 is the guy that I'd really like to see whiff get back to, and she's got a good possibility to do that. The way that the market kind of shifts and swings and bounces back out, that's the little middle area that we just kind of gravitate to if we give it enough time to get there, enough patience. Another little hottie that's popping off that we've looked at here on the channel is Flux. I know, it's crazy, right? It's like, how? Be a chocolate. Be an exploded chocolate. That sounds like lactose intolerance to me for some reason. Flux. The flux capacitor. Swing low to swing high. Tell me where I need to buy. 886 bouncy area here. Double bottom. Boom, higher low. And she shot through and she said, oh man, I'm not even going to give you a chance, baby. Let's figure out where she might be headed to. Probably just reached her target, to be honest with you. With that 200 crossing that 666 moving average. Could pull her back a little bit there. Not looking too bad though. I see a 300 up there too. I'm checking out those moving averages, looking at that momentum. Up right there she is. This spells it out for me that she's up at the area that she needs to come up to, but this is the area she's got to get past if she's going to continue up. I don't see that she's going to do that just yet, so she'll probably get a little pullback. She's already looked like she started to get one. But I like that 71 cent area, and I believe that she will hit that one again. And after that, then of course we're looking at 90 cent. Makes a great little target, even up to $1.06, but I'm not going to worry about putting that in here. We're on the 12-hour time frame right now. I'll go ahead and get rid of this Fibonacci. Fib it out. Trend lines are not as solid unless you start from like here and then, you know, that's kind of, I don't like cutting through those too much, but we do what we can do when we can do it. Still did not make a higher high, but went right up to it and rejected. But she's right above on the 4 hour, still above that 200 moving average. So, Flux, you got a little bit of hope there. You got to bring these other moving averages up. It's going to take a big move, but keep our eye on that. Being above that moving average is bullish, and she could be making some more gains up 70 something cents. Hey, there's Mr. Miles. Mr. Miles, you're always first. That's crazy. Feeling a little bit better. Hopefully I'm getting over this stuff. It's just like it's like a bad cold. Just achy. He doesn't sound sick at all. I think he's playing hooky on us. No, I was feeling actually kind of rough last night. And some other stuff was going on this weekend. It was a combination of stuff. Can you play New York Groove for us, Paul? I don't know what that means, but it sounds funny. Ah, gotcha. I'm slow sometimes. Cup and dangle. Sam says HNT is killing it. HNT. It's back up at $7, huh? I like that some of these altcoins are. I didn't even look at total 3. We should do that. See if there's any barriers. About ready to kick our butts on that. Ooh, look at that. Went right up to the 618. That's why I'm always popping that one on there, because that's the one that's worth going to. It's probably where she'll get rejected. She probably won't make it through here on her first run. But if she did, well, we got this little guy right here at 9.25, which I'm not going to bitch at H&T. Well, do I even have any of this? Your boy's trying to condense his bags down. Well, here's one channel idea. How'd you look? Did you break out of it? And I'm going to take it that there's an idea that maybe it broke out of a channel. I like to look at it that way. It doesn't mean to. That's our biggest trend line, and then you're not really established another one. See what she does. But then we got this support resistance area at 618, not 618, but 200 moving average coming in right on top of it. Just kind of talk about it as well. That would be a nice little pullback area. 5.5. Looks interesting. Got to see how she continues to react there, but yeah, pulling back to this area, it's 200 moving average. I doubt that we see 479, but this 0.5 area, 538, 553, 597, this little area right through here is a good place. And hopefully this trend line would hold. And if it does that, that could be coming back to this about $6 area, 597. That'd be a strong move. It might come up and double top and roll over. That could happen. Get your little 3 humps in the dump, or maybe she gets up here and then does 3 humps in the dump. Well, guys, thanks for hanging out with me. I'm going to come back and get into the groove of things, but altcoins look like they're popping off a little bit. Kind of nice. I do want to take one little look here at total 3 just to kind of see. Still in that little channel formation idea, and this is nice on the daily. The 9 moving average trying to cross over the 21 along with price. If it confirms that, that's the first step that we've got. We'll have probably a pretty good week with altcoins. Although I would expect them to only go up so far, a few more billion, before kind of rolling. It's still choppy. It's still going to be choppy. The signs I'm getting here says we're still in some choppy areas, but better be going up and chopping than down and choppy, in my personal opinion. And some nice little pullbacks and everything for this market to bring price back up to some of these areas would be great. So $622 billion is an area that we've got, 626, this area right there. We got a 618 Fibonacci area up here. Also have a 200 moving average on the daily. The price needs to come back and kind of retest those areas. Another $50 billion coming into the market, possibly up to that much. Make our bags pump. Momentum looks like it's ready for it. 800, 600, 360, 200 moving average is the next one that we should be testing. And of course we got the 50 and the 100 barely crossing over that to kind of just be some obstacles for us, but until that number goes up, and can't bitch about that. Guys, thanks for hanging out with me tonight, and I will be back again tomorrow, and hopefully tomorrow night. Thank you very much. Let's break down and get out here to Ladies and gentlemen, if you're not in crypto right now, you are missing out on one of the biggest opportunities in your life. Hit that like button, join and subscribe, and enjoy Road Dog Crypto.
Come on, come here, boy. Come on. You freaky dog. I don't need to analyze. Every word that comes out is a lie. Make it look like you're so ice. You won't make
Good night, everybody.
finish line.
Good night, John Boy.